Hello and welcome to your daily reading for January the 13th. So I've got the song When the Saints Come Marching in my head. I don't know why. I really have no idea. And I also got the message when I went to sit down to do this. It was like, do something different. Okay. So I'm like, okay. And they're like, pull an animal spirit energy for the day rather than the 3 cards. And I'm like, okay. So I do think it is a message in general to just kind of do something slightly left field or a bit different today. That could be something that's coming through. So let's see what animal spirit energy is coming in. The hyena, okay, because this can be when people are getting irritable, sarcastic, cranky, the hyena energy, where it feels like something either is or it isn't. It has to be this way or that way. And it's like I'm caught between these. There's no shades of grey here. I need a little bit of flexibility. So it really feels like maybe that is an energy that you're going to be working with today, just in terms of giving yourself a little bit of freedom of spirit and working with, perhaps it's like trying to work through some inflexibility and find some flexibility in the situation and freedom, where a situation that could be making you a bit out of sorts in a way, or just not the best version. This is not the best version of someone coming out, the hyena. So whether this is you or somebody else, if you're seeing this version of somebody come in, it's like, okay, they probably need to just connect to their inner child a little bit more and play a little bit more. So let's see what else is coming in. Boom, the Tower. Okay. So yes, there's opportunity for people to kind of let off a bit of hot steam here. There's a lot going through somebody's mind. The Ace of Wands about what it is that you want, the 7 of Pentacles, and the Page of Wands, okay, and at the base, the Lovers, okay. So there is a big choice here in a way, like it's this sense with the Ace of Wands of something initiating and activating. What is it that you want to do? What is it that you want to, and it may be that you've been thinking about this for a while. It's potentially something that is wanting to help you overcome some kind of anxiety and tension, or the idea of it is even creating anxiety and tension. But it almost feels like this is like something that you want, but it also is feeling like a bit of a should. Like, I want to be doing this, but I feel like I should be doing it. So it's almost taken, there's this layer on top of it that's taken away the fun or the joy of it, because it's like, yeah, I do want to do this, but I also feel this pressure in some way, shape or form to do it. So it's like, take the pressure off in some way, take the mental pressure off and just go, okay. And this kind of has to feel fun in a way. It has to feel like it's connected to inner child energy, that it's playful. Yes, it can bring growth into your life, but it's your choice to step into this or not. So it really feels like if you're feeling a bit out of sorts, or you're doing something because you think you should, even though you've kind of convinced yourself you want to do this, it's like they're wanting to take away that layer that's just kind of dulling it a little bit and making it feel like it's work rather than something you're really enjoying doing. So this is where we're getting the layers of the shades of grey, quite literally, coming in. So I do feel like it's going to be important today to really think about what it is that you really, really want with something that's coming in with your life, rather than what you think you should want. And that's kind of a very different energy to be coming through with this, because, yeah, there might be some sort of external pressure to be bringing in some growth, some income, something, whatever it is that needs to happen in your life. But it's almost like the most productive way to be working with this is reverse engineering kind of thing, where it's like, don't feel the pressure to do it. If you're not feeling like it's the right thing to do, or you're not 100% on board, don't do it, because it's not going to be as successful as if you just kind of took a step back from it and approached it with a different energy. So, yeah, it really is something, and I feel like perhaps this is not a new idea as such. It's something that you kind of been thinking, oh, I should want to do this, or that kind of energy where you think, yes, I should be wanting to do this, or starting something new, or activating, but I'm not. So there's a little bit of, I really think that, Yeah, it's not complacency. It's not a sense of a lack of motivation. It's not a sense of something feeling nebulous. It's a sense of really just coming to the heart of the issue, connecting to your heart and connecting into why you want to be doing this and how you want it to happen. So there's a difference in the quality of the energy that's coming through here today. And that's kind of the big questions. And what that thing is, well, that's going to be different for all of you. Whether it's a thing that you're doing in your life when it comes to work and career or home, whether it's just something that you're doing within a relationship or even just wanting to find a relationship. It's like, ask the big question, why? Because it's not saying this isn't something that's for you. It still feels right. It just feels like it kind of wants to take away um, the extreme energies around it. It's either black or it's either white. It can be something else inside that. There can be shades of grey. So, yeah, I think ultimately it's still wanting you to get excited about something inside your heart, but it's really about working out what that is and why, if that makes any sense. So that is, and ultimately it's kind of showing you where you've pushed yourself down a path or kind of felt this need to do something, like to kind of activate something in your life where it hasn't really been you. It really hasn't. There's something in it that kind of maybe just wasn't quite right. And so, yeah, trust, listen to the areas where you felt like this little cranky hyena, where you're feeling a little bit like you're being pushed into an area, into something that you're not feeling entirely happy or comfortable, or it's making you a little bit irritable or cranky. Trust that feeling because it's letting you know something's not right with it. But today is the opportunity to be able to, with the Lovers card, to be able to, the sun is still shining with this, it still feels your soul is guiding you in this direction, but there's a little bit of fog or a lack of clarity that needs to be cleared up, perhaps even between you and somebody else or just you and your own desires. And this can actually really help you get motivated and excited about it again. Doesn't mean you have to do it straight away. You might just be kind of initiating a new energy or feeling around it. So, yeah, it's your choice at the end of the day. So that is the reading for January the 13th. And hopefully I said January. I know I've been saying December occasionally. It's just always takes me a while to get into January and that we're in a new year. But yeah, enjoy the day and look forward to seeing you tomorrow.